Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining me. And for those of you who are joining us for the very first time, welcome as well. My name is Paul .ochmanek, and I am a recovering real estate attorney. Now, what is that, you ask? Well, for the first 14 years of my professional career, I was actually a real estate attorney. I helped sellers transition from their current home onto the next and help buyers find their very first properties. However, I transitioned to becoming a realtor with Coldwell Banker 2 years ago. I've been helping buyers and sellers on the front end of their transactions ever since. That's why today I would like to provide you with a roadmap or a 9-step process that guides you from the very beginning to the very end of your transaction. This roadmap is what I would like to call the necessary 9 of a real estate closing. So, to begin, step 1 of our necessary 9, it is the pre-approval with a lender. This is your opportunity to discuss with a lender what dollar amount you qualify for as a purchaser, what the interest rates are, what the closing costs are, and how long the lender needs to provide a clear to close. That way you know how long your closing may take once we are under contract. Where it's never too soon to start thinking about the spring market here in Chicago. By contrast, you could be prejudiced if you speak to a lender too late, unfortunately. I have had clients that waited too long to speak to a lender about their pre-approval, only to put an offer in on a property, then discover they lack sufficient assets, didn't have enough work time history, or simply didn't have enough funds to come to closing. There could have been credit issues we could have been working on and repairing months in advance of putting down an initial offer. I would hate for you to lose your dream home simply because we didn't speak to a lender too early in advance of placing an offer. Step 2 in our necessary 9 is to find a local agent who's competent in the marketplace that you're going to be shopping for. I'm an agent in the Chicagoland marketplace that hopefully you're shopping for, and I would love to work together with you on your transaction. As a former real estate attorney, I know condominiums and HOAs better than most. I know what to look for, know what questions to ask the listing agent, all in order to provide you with enough information to move forward with the listing or the offer. I'd hate for you to waste time on information we could have obtained expeditiously and efficiently at the very beginning. Step 3 in our necessary 9, after you have your pre-approval and after you've chosen a realtor to work with in the area, is to actually start looking for properties. This is where you and I will have an informed conversation discussing your needs, your wants, the price range, and what part of town you would like to live in. I will then use current market analysis, current data, local trends, and present the seller with a strong offer. That brings us to step 4 of our necessary 9, actually writing an offer for a seller's consideration. Your offer will include the written name of the parties purchasing the property, the sales price, tax prorations, proposed closing date, time for attorney review and inspection, and maybe some closing cost credits if allowed by the lender. Step 5 in our necessary 9 is to actually negotiate your offer. In a perfect world, you send an offer over, seller accepts it, we're done, moving on to due diligence. However, most of the time, seller counters, either attempting to change the offered sales price, reduce closing cost credits, shorten attorney review, and maybe even shorten the closing date. We can then have an informed discussion over the seller's responses, discuss your needs, lender's requirements, and go back with an amended offer. At some point in time, the parties are either going to come to an agreement, having a finalized contract, or this offer just didn't work, and it's time for us to go back looking at other properties so we can help you find your dream home. Step 6 of the necessary 9 is to conduct due diligence. Your contract allows for an attorney review and inspection period. We are happy to provide you with a list of competent attorneys and diligent inspectors. These individuals also are here working together for you and with you to ensure a smooth transition. Everyone is looking out for your best interest, and we want to avoid surprises after closing. Now, the role of the attorney in due diligence is to help further negotiate the contract if needed, and especially they are around to help explain the association documents if you are buying a condominium unit or HOA. That attorney will ask the property manager or board to provide various documents which they will then review to ensure there are no surprises post-closing, no active litigation, and no fear of a special assessment after we're done with your closing. After finalizing due diligence, great job, we're almost there. Just a couple more steps and you're ready to move into your brand new home. Step 7 in our necessary 9 is the loan commitment. This is where the lender asks you for final information, final documents, clarifies any credit issues or co-borrower issues they have to worry about. And once they have all these documents together, all the information, they submit the file to their underwriter. Underwriter then reviews all the information and documents you provided, and if you meet their criteria, the lender issues what is called a clear to close letter. This letter confirms you've been approved by the lender and are ready to schedule your closing. Once the lender provides you with the clear to close letter, we then inform the seller's attorney, listing agent, and title company that your loan is clear to close and we can schedule a closing at the parties' and attorney's convenience. Before you and I attend the closing, though, we will schedule a pre-closing walkthrough. This takes place after the seller has moved out of the home and before the closing. We want to inspect the home one last time because it's been a few weeks since we went through the initial walkthrough and placed our offer. We want to make sure the property hasn't changed substantially, property has not been damaged, and seller didn't inadvertently remove any of the personal property that we agreed to in our contract. Normally, there's no issues. However, every now and then, seller damages a door, some drywall, maybe they took a microwave by accident. Rest assured, don't worry about it. We'll work with the listing agent to get these issues resolved prior to your closing. Congratulations, closing time. After our walkthrough, we now move on to step 8 of our necessary 9, your actual closing. This is the culmination of the work of 4 or 5 weeks. The lender, the attorney, and you. Congratulations, we're almost there. The lender sends over the documents and money to the title company. The attorney shows up to explain to you the seller's documents, title company documents, lender's documents. I also join you at the closing and are there to answer any questions you may have that you feel uncomfortable asking the closer or your attorney. Step 9 in our necessary 9 is to live happily ever after. Congratulations, you did it. Be proud of yourself. You put a lot of time, energy, and resources into this transaction. Be happy with your brand new dream home. Be sure and remember to change the locks, update your mailing information, maybe even change over your driver's license information, and clean the home thoroughly one time before moving in. Schedule a move-in with the property manager or board, and be happy there living in your brand new home. Pop the champagne, light the cigar. Congratulations, you did it. We'll be here to answer any post-closing issues or concerns that you have, because sometimes things arise. We want you to feel comfortable you can continue to work with us well after your closing. Lastly, we always work on referrals. If you felt competent with our representation and enjoyed working together with us, we'd respectfully request. Lastly, we always work on referrals. If you enjoyed working together with us and were happy with our level of service, please let your circle of friends know about us. We're happy to serve them and provide them the same level of care and competency as we served you. Looking forward to our continued relationship, friendship, and we'll see you at the next transaction.